Hello, Internet, or rather... I'm never gonna win a battle with a foam weapon. Hello, Internet, and let me tell you a short tale of glory and of woe in the Blackdown Medieval Fair, which is about as period accurate as medieval times in the US. Question, do I care? No, clearly not! What can I say about the medieval fair? It had lots of food, not really medieval food. It had lots of nice shiny things, not really shiny medieval things. Yeah. Pretty much a Renfest. I mean, I don't expect anything there to be period accurate to anything. Beyond the various guys jousting, and good friend of 7th letter Pete being bashed and bashing other people in turn, and watching Kenny almost get slaughtered. It's a really nice outing, what can I say? If I have a single solitary complaint about this fair, every time I go to it, they play the same number of tracks, which includes the theme from Pirates of the Caribbean. And Always Look at the Bright Side of Life, and I'm a Lumberjack, and the Camelot song from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's not too bad, but think about it. This is a joust and a melee. This could be the hands tourney. We could have music from the Game of Thrones playing while all of this action is taking place. Can you imagine it? Yeah! 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 You won't be surprised to learn that this is going to make me segue into a couple of other topics I had in mind. First, as I mentioned, medieval times. I really want to go to medieval times for some reason. I know it's really bunk historical stereotyping by a bunch of Americans who want to set up a medieval kind of jousting arena fair where you can eat fried chicken and have Pepsi. I don't mind, it sounds fun. I only have one complaint though. In what few things I gather about medieval times, there's apparently a point in the show or the announcer says, and say thanks to all our loyal serfs and wenches. Fool! You don't thank serfs and wenches! Says the guy who would probably be a serf or a slave in the Middle Ages. But hey, it was fun, and enough of my friends stopped me from buying swords, which is good, because this is about as much sword as they're willing to let me play around with, and even this requires supervision. Most days. Other things up with me, I was listening to a really good audiobook. Alright, so the audiobook I was listening to was called Lies My Teacher Told Me, Everything Your American History Textbook Got Wrong. It's a book by James Lowen. In it, he goes into a critical examination of 12 American history textbooks and finds out that they're all really lacking and boring. And you know what? I kind of agree with him. I mean, I studied in the Philippines, but my high school history textbooks were crap. There's a really good reason why this audiobook interested me, so I have to make another confession. Well, it's not so much a confession as it is a giant regret of mine. If social studies had been awesome to learn the way Lowen talks about it in Lies My Teacher Told Me, or even the way John Green does it now in Crash Course World History. If that had happened while I was still in high school, I probably would have graduated with a political science degree, instead of pursuing a graphic design course. I'm really interested in the news behind the news and the way political systems work. If I took political science, who knows where I would be right now. It's probably not too late to get Open University studies. I'm gonna investigate it, but I'm curious, so I'm gonna open this up to the YouTubers. Hello, friend! I wanna know if you're in high school or have studied in high school, what were your textbooks like? What were your history teachers like? I mean, did they encourage critical thinking? Did they talk about subjects you would otherwise consider controversial? Or are they dull and boring and a drag, just like my high school social studies? Actually, I had a really good social studies teacher in my second year of high school. See, me and my classmates grew up with the general belief that, America good, Marcos bad, very black and white. But then she kind of challenged our assumptions about that. She kind of taught us that it's not always black and white. So I have to give her credit for planting a little ember in me, and although it took forever to come out, at least now I want to keep informed and think about the issue critically, instead of just thinking about how the issue is and just letting it go. History. Almost always never black and white. Always shades of gray. Like my sword! Anyway, guys, comments and suggestions are always welcome over here. So or likes while you're at it. Let me know what you guys want to hear. Also, let me know what you guys think. Alright, guys, you will see me on Friday, otherwise known as Google News Friday. Until then, guys, thanks for watching. See ya!